Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about M1 Finance. M1 Finance was founded in 2016 by a man named Brian Barnes. He is not the English golfer, but a Stanford graduate of economics in only just 2012. Currently, they are out of Chicago, bless their hearts. One of the goals was to keep investing costs as low as possible. However, this platform initially charged a 0.25 fee to invest. This is terrible, and thankfully this fee was eliminated in December of 2017. One of the major ways they keep the costs down is through ROBO-ADVISOR approach. This keeps M1's overhead costs down, and I will address the pros and cons of what this means for us, the investor, a little later. Simply put, your portfolio, no matter how much you have in it, adds up to 100%. They refer to this as a pie because frankly, everything is better with pie. Kidding, because pie charts are the correct type of graph to use in this case to illustrate what you have. You choose what percentage you want of each asset or stock index fund to be, with the lowest option being at 1%, and you work up until everything adds up to be 100. They are allocated as such during the trading window. Trading windows are at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for the free service and 3 p.m. if you pay for M1 Plus, the $125 a year for that service. As of March 2019, the company had over $500 million in assets under its management. Again, that's been about a year now, and so I'd be really interested to see what it currently is. So I joined M1 Finance in March 2018, about 3 months after they made it a free service. Cause guess what? It was free. I had been using Robinhood since October 2016 and had thoroughly been enjoying it, so I was excited to get all my hands on another free service. I'll do a video on Robinhood and Acorn soon, but we'll get to that at a future date. Frankly, I hated M1 Finance for the first year I had it. So I didn't really add additional money to it, and I kind of just let it be. What bothered me mostly was not being able to control exactly when I bought or sold stocks, not owning the stocks or funds outright, and not being able to make something be less than 1% of my overall pie. There are so many companies, index funds, a lot of things I would like to own, and I'd rather not open so many individual accounts with various amounts to get the overall portfolio ratio that I would want. It was just a lot of extra work, and it seems it frustrated me, and so I just kind of put it to a side. But in 2019, I started to love M1 Finance because they offer free retirement account options. This for me was a game changer. I was able to set up my Roth IRA through M1 and add to it weekly. You can set this up after you set up a normal account with them. If you have any questions on how to do this, please let me know in the comments below. And I was able to open an additional account from a rollover IRA with them, which was also really nice to establish and be in control of that as well. Overall, I would give M1 Finance an A- rating. What was again really great about it is the overall account options. You can have a normal account, joint, Roth IRA, rollover. It is amazing. Index and stock options are also really good through M1 Finance, and what's even better is that you don't have to be able to cover the full cost outright because they have fractional shares. M1 Finance is also protected its securities through the SIPC up to $500,000, and the checking accounts through the FDIC $250,000. The best they have to offer, in my opinion, is free. It's all free services. What puts it into bad and where they lose their A or A+ rating is their M1 Plus membership. Frankly, kind of sucks. I don't think it really offers you too much. What they do offer with M1 Plus, again, it's $125 for the year, or about $10.42 per month. It will give you a lower interest rate on M1 Borrow from 3.25 5% compared to 3.50%. There are rules like you have to have a minimum of $10,000 in the account and you can only borrow up to 35%. But again, if you're wanting to become financially independent, remember it is dumb to kind of do this by borrowing. You want to save to invest, don't borrow to invest. Borrowers are poor. Higher APY and cashback on M1 spend. Again, this is a very minimal difference and you need significant amount of money for there to be statistically significant change. If you also get the M1 Plus, you would have 2 trading windows at 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. But again, smart investors buy and hold for a long term. Unless you have hundreds of thousands with M1, if not millions, M1 Plus is not worth the additional cost. Another thing I really do not like about M1 Finance, and I mentioned this earlier, is that your portfolio, each of the categories, each of the stocks, index funds, each have to be at least 1%. There are ways around this, like making one account pie and another account pie, and making one of your pies owning some of your other pie to make it be less than 1% overall. But this is frankly a hassle, and it would be really nice that they added the option of owning like 0.1%. But again, that is not something that they offer. Another thing I would really like is that they made the research of the positions you already held a little bit easier to access. Currently, you have to select the research tab and type in what you own. It would be nice to be able to select your actual position in that stock and see how it's been doing, and be able to see the research of that stock and how much the dividend to expect and all that, all on that same page, rather than opening up a few other separate tabs. Overall, I highly recommend M1 Finance, especially if you're trying to manage your own retirement portfolio. Try it out, see if you like it. The minimum account deposit to open an account is only $100. If you use the link below to create and fund your account, you and I will both get $10, which again, you would already be plus up 10% return, just saying. So please use the link. You can find this in the description section. If you need help to establish a budget so you can pay off your debt, so you can start to save and invest, again, if you need help with that, you can also contact me through the link in the description section below. All right, these videos take a lot of time and effort in the making, so please like it, make that thumb a blue thumb, share it with someone you know, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and as always, ciao.